video on this. It's actually funny because Greg is actually in class here. Anyways, I got my testosterone results back. Now I know.
Animal?
What was it? 4 or 5 months ago, I decided.
What do you mean they brought it back?
Therapy,
like it was extinct?
For a minute, so
oh.
I decided to hop on.
You know, they've been talking about bringing animals back for a long time now.
With quite a bit of critique, which I understand. 24-year-old getting on TRT, it's not genuinely accepted quite yet. Testosterone replacement industry is kind of newer in terms of like modern medicine, but I got my results back. I did exactly what I said I was going to do. It's super funny because the last few months, I think my physique has probably looked the best I've ever looked, in my opinion. I'm around probably getting close to single-digit body fat right now, and I weigh 187. Alex before was probably around 170 to 175 pounds. Now I'm around 185 to 187 pounds with the same level of like leanness. Definitely fuller, in my opinion. Just other than that, feeling a lot better. But if you guys remember, I started taking 200 milligrams of test a week when I started, which Greg said and a lot of other people said was too high of a dose. And that's the max dose you can get prescribed from a doctor. And I agree now 100% that was too high because I got my testosterone results back 3 months ago, whatever. It was like 2 months into taking it, and my testosterone results were way too high. They came back to like 1,500 total tests, which was way higher than I wanted to be at. So I lowered my dose from that to 160 milligrams per week. And then I'm still taking the HCG to help me with fertility. Just got my testosterone results back. I've been roughly 18 to 24 hours before this drawing of my blood. We're at now 932 nanograms per deciliter. Now to put that into context so you guys can understand, the reference range for my clinic is 250 to 1100. Generally, I mean, accepted range is 300 to 900 in terms of what the natural range should be. And usually when you're around that 350 and under mark is where you kind of can qualify for like TRT stuff. I did it.
Actually, the dire wolf is more of a giant coyote on steroids.
That's probably what it is now.
Well, they brought it back genetically modified gray wolves because it was known that they were close.
You wanted a raise. He says, you know, Mike, I got to talk. No problem.
Dire wolf, well, I guess
and the
not.
first thing he says to me, he says, I would like a raise. I said, okay, why? He said, because you need me. This place doesn't run without me. I'm the guy. You see how I work? You need me here. This place would not succeed without me.
I'm gonna do some push-ups, chat.
It feels weird to have a clean room, bro. Ooh, like,
I've never heard that one before.
It feels weird, bro. But when have you ever seen my room clean, though? It feels weird to want to keep it clean.
Or don't have. Everything you have or don't have is a direct result of your focus.
Oh, yeah.
Your bank account, a reflection of your priorities. Your physique, a result of your discipline. Your success, the product of what you give your attention to. You are exactly where you deserve to be because your focus or lack of it put you here. Most people are zombies, mindlessly scrolling, watching garbage, playing point chasing quick.
I think you still got your packs, the two that one.
No, the one you made earlier.
You think you're unlucky? No.
I threw it in with that food. The mac and cheese and stuff? Yeah, that's what I put it in.
Instead of using it to build your empire, you
son of a bitch. Why didn't you tell me it fell?
The world is designed to steal your attention, to keep you weak, lazy, and
what fell? I didn't know it fell.
The Matrix,
bro, it's gone. Someone pick that bitch up.
He's powerless.
I'm so mad.
What am I doing? Probably better start doing push-ups because I'm bored.
The same chance to direct his mind towards his goal. The majority choose to work.
Kool-Aid. I'm gonna get shook. Oh yeah. Hey, bro, did you ever make that list?
No, I spaced it.
Yeah, make a list, bro, so I can go ahead and do all of that and shit.
Confidence. It's not something.
How's y'all's not going, chat?
It's not some magical gift.
We're the podcast, bro. Not the fucking motivational talk, bro. Podcast.
Savings for all.
All right. What's up?
2 for $7. Applewood smoked ham and Swiss.
And I'm gonna actually get some
whip of his hand if somebody lives or dies. Now the leader of Dubai is the leader. And the leader is Saudi. They're the real leader. They have absolute power. They're an absolute monarch. Our leaders don't have that. But they want to be an absolute monarch. They want to turn the UK into a third world nation so they get to be third world leaders. Because third world leaders rule with absolute force, no accountability, and they can steal as much as they want. So they're trying to replace everybody who understands tax code, replace everybody who understands law, replace everybody who understands that Great Britain is more than just a line on a map, if someone's land that someone died for. They'll replace all of it with random third worlders who have no vested interest in the country, so they can just steal as much as they want without ever getting in trouble. And anyone who highlights it, any of the foreigners which are particularly astute and pay enough attention to realize, well, they just get their heads chopped off because they now get to rule the third world nation, which the UK is going to become.
How old are you? I'm 21.
With absolute force. That's all they want to do. They're tired of the rule of law. They're tired of this. They're tired of the fact they have to put me through a court case. They don't want me around. I don't like Andrew. I don't like he said, get rid of Andrew. He has to go to court.
Huh?
Yeah, they can set it up, and they will. They'll rig it.
Yeah, put a filter in it and then put the tea in the filter, just like you would coffee.
And they were a third ruler.
I assume it should work the same.
Same day. Lock them in the room. That's what they want to do. The UK population is being replaced. And that's why things like adolescence are actually so evil. Let's analyze this. Imagine the depravity in the hearts of the leaders of a nation which are replacing the population with third world.
You ever done that?
Primarily so they can steal and plunder a once
No.
and as they do it, they can
Zac Efron. Thanks for the compliment, bro. He said, put a shirt on Zac Efron. I was like, shit, thanks for the compliment, man.
Who fought for this place, who lived here, whose parents died for this place, whose
Move, Goku.
in the mines, who have paid taxes. You're the problem. Not the immigrants who turn up and take all the free money. You are. Look at adolescents. Look at this 13-year-old boy who kills people. As we know, very recently in Southport, we know it wasn't a little white boy killing little girls. We know that. And they will still attempt to psyop us. And you know what breaks my heart the most? It breaks my heart the most is that the average English person is going to sit there and watch that shit and say, yeah, and
Yo.
You know,
Oh yeah,
to a point
pop is a nice bar. But I don't.
I mean, I thought the UK was full of lions. Remember 3 lions on a shirt? Where the fuck's the lion?
If I can't go sober, I don't want to go.
You notice that where's the protests outside Parliament? No one's doing anything. They're just sitting there waiting to fucking die, bro.
So if you're in the UK, like if you're me, for example, you don't want to be in the UK because you've got all these allegations and stuff. The average person watching this in the UK, Great Britain, who's a business person, you know how I'm making money, do you stay and do you fight it, or do you well, you can't do it by yourself. And this is the point when I'm talking about the line inside of the UK. I'm not talking about punishment. I'm talking about the general culture and spirit of existence that the British used to have.
So
It has been completely eroded. The average English man now is becoming a unit. An English man will walk outside his house.
I can't talk without you coming up to me, bro.
But won't fight some foreigner.
So I was at work the other day and I was using my British accent, right?
Yeah.
They started like,
No, but the point is.
see, what a lot of people get wrong with a British accent is that they try to, they overdo it. So make it really, really strong. And it's really not really, really strong. You just gotta make it sound natural.
And then it all ends. But it's an
Kind of like Australians.
It's like a woman who's with an abusive man. As long as she's steady, he's gonna abuse her. She has to stand up for herself at some point, or it never ends. And the people in the UK are not standing up for themselves.
Sounds like-
To answer your question, what would I do?
It sounds like it's
Well, I made it clear what I would do. I've tried my very best to rally the troops. I've tried my very best to inspire people.
I think I should.
Most of the people in the UK have betrayed me. Most people in the UK sit there and go, "Ed was a misogynist." No, you know, it's funny. Because in person, I've never had a negative interaction with anyone ever. Everyone loves me, of course. But on the internet, under this post, there'll be some idiot. Andrew Tate is accused. I'm accused by fucking Romanians.
Yes,
Hello.
idiot.
Romanians have accused me. Do you understand that means nothing? I've done my very best to rally and inspire the troops and destroyed my own life doing it. I didn't need to do this. I have money. I don't have to. I could just disappear and live on a boat. I did this and destroyed my own life in an attempt to rally the troops. So that's what I would do personally. I would fight, of course. I saw some guy, I don't know his name. He was on Twitter. skinny little dipshit begging for the government to tax us more.
I was going to talk to you about him. Are you on about Gary Economics?
Must be him, yeah.
Is he like got skinhead?
Yeah. Skinny little
Gary
dipshit.
Stevenson.
Every revolution in history began with the assassination of the tax man, not sucking the tax man off, hoping he taxes you more. That's not a revolution.
Right.
That is garbage. And the fact that he thinks giving the UK government any more money when they do nothing but waste it. They have hundreds of billions for Ukraine. Hundreds of billions for Ukraine. Why? Because they launder it. So he thinks, let's give the criminals who steal all the money more of our money, and maybe it'll all work out because our kids need a future. There's no future as long as you're dealing with crooks, sir. And if you think you could tax rich people, you're also an idiot.
Right.
Because let me tell you from a rich person, we leave. There is no rich person on the planet
Or restructure things.
or restructure things. That's
Yeah.
right. I can restructure my life and still visit England and enjoy England while having my wealth elsewhere and not pay the taxes.
Yeah.
So he obviously doesn't know very much for an economics fucking whatever he's supposed to be.
Interesting though, because I actually think if you listen to a lot of what he
I
said,
think he works for the fucking Matrix. I think he's been paid. I think they've put him somewhere. They've put him in.
Without a
Think
doubt.
about this. Let's analyze this. Like professionals. Let's be professionals.
Go on.
Labor come in.
Yeah.
They're going to put everyone's taxes up, fuck everyone over, remove the winter fuel allowance, and wreck everybody. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, some skinny dipshit is all over the internet saying, begging for higher taxes just before the higher taxes come. Is this a coincidence? Oops. Exactly the thing the government wants, this retard is screaming for, and we promote him all over the news. Oopsie doopsie, taxes go up. And there's going to be someone sitting there at home going, well, actually, Gary told me this is good to give more of my money away. And they're just going to steal it. They're just going to steal it all. Wow. This is a setup. He works for the Matrix. He's part of the propaganda machine.
Oh, I didn't see it like that. Here's what I thought about him. A lot of what he says is actually right. He talks about the rich and poor divide. All of the stuff that he says, I actually agree with.
Yeah.
The wrong part what is wrong is his solution, which is let's just rely on the government to tax the rich. That's where he's wrong.
Well, the reason it's fucked is the government in the first place. I mean, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the person who created the problem to fix it?
Yeah.
The government's completely corrupt head to toe. And also, he fails to accept that the unfortunate reality of human nature is that it is a competence hierarchy.
What's up?
It doesn't matter what economic system you design. It doesn't matter what political system you bestow upon a nation. I promise you I'll be richer than you. I promise. I don't care what game it is. I don't care how you change the rules. It doesn't matter. I'm going to win. Because I want to win. Some people don't want to win. And the people who don't want to win are not going to win.
Yeah.
So when he sits and says, oh, we defend something out, you cannot legislate everyone rich. You cannot make a loser have what a winner has because winners are busy winning.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line of it.
Right.
So when he talks about all this restructuring, this garbage, it doesn't change anything. Because I would still outperform everyone.
Joster, you have no reason being in this live, bro.
And 25 houses.
Everything he
So what
says
does it mean?
is true.
The truth is,
Everything he
you need
says
to
is true.
instill a culture inside of young
Maybe you
people
disagree.
that, and he says,
But it doesn't
and
make
people
it
say,
not true.
Not everyone wants to be a hustler. Not everyone wants to have to go out there and grind. Yeah, but some people do. The world's not a perfect place.
Imagine having a
What you need to do is tell young people they stand a chance instead of what he's doing, which is convincing they stand no chance. Tell them they stand a chance. Tell them to work as hard as possible.
As much
and
as
find
I
a way to
do.
make it out. That's what I teach at university.com inside of my school. I say, listen, it's going to be hard, but you can do it.
Right.
He says, no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
It's really not bad. It's really not bad. It's better than her sitting there scrolling through TikTok all day.
It's a choice.
But let's say,
it's a choice.
yeah, if you accept that
Honestly.
I'm
She's
poor
putting it
because
work.
it's my fault,
Doing all the
then it's
work.
going to empower you to get rich.
Absolutely.
If you blame someone else, let's wait.
You're a
So
psychopath.
this mindset gives you a better chance of becoming rich. Even in, this is the thing I said about true and false.
What makes
Even
it
if that you are poor
How
because
is
of
he
the
a
government, and
psychopath?
even if it is not your own fault, you believing it is your fault allows you to be more powerful and more competitive. So why would you accept the truth that it's the government when you can accept the truth
right now.
that it's you that allows you to win? And then when you're driving a Ferrari, how can you say your mindset wasn't true because it has performed?
Yeah.
Truth is performance.
Yeah.
Truth is result. So anyway, this dipshit anyway is just sitting there on the TV begging for us to give more and more money to fucking thieves. And he's convincing people who don't want to work very hard that he's right. Because I've seen a couple comments that are like, yeah, well, not everyone has the mindset where they want to grind. Some of us just want a comfortable job and to see our kids. That's great. Let me make something clear. The world is not a perfect place. And the fact that you don't have the mindset and you don't want to get out there and work is a you problem. Because there are people who do have that mindset, and they're going to beat you no matter what system you implement. No matter what you do, they're going to win because they want to win, and you don't.
Yeah.
What do you expect the government to do about that fact? That some people are hardworking, industrious, perspicacious, indefatigable, and they're going to do anything it takes to pull it off, and some people don't want to. What do you expect the government to do besides convince all of the hard workers, which, by the way, keep the entire country functioning, to leave and go somewhere else? You can't legislate the fact that some people are better than others. Sorry, bottom line, you can't legislate that. Yeah. Some people are just better at working than other people.
Bro, if you don't like it, go get fucked.
Exactly what you deserve in this life.
I don't, bro. If you don't agree with me, if you don't like my point of views, or you don't like the fact that I'm watching and listening to Andrew Tate, go get fucked, bro. I don't care.
Everyone's a murderer, but some people are. Welcome to Earth. What do you want? What do you want to do? Seriously, I should be able.
He's like, I'm actually sick, and you can try and suppress my opinion, happy girl, but he's talking to someone else. But this is actual filth. Nigga, fuck you, man.
What you do?
Goku, you knock my phone over one more time, bro, you gonna put some boxing gloves on.
Mirage is not strong enough. No way. Yeah,
I'm talking to Goku.
But
This nigga just keep fucking with shit. It's pissing me off.
he's nowhere near Trump. He's too soft. He's afraid of the media. He's careful with his words. If they pressure him, he buckles. He's too soft. He's just another one of the establishment boomers. We need to listen. The UK is now at a point where the government has effectively
What's up, Kenzie?
monopoly on violence.
Hi, Kenzie.
The country outside of the city of London is as poor as an Eastern European nation. Their prospects for the future are bleak. We manufacture nothing. National pride is at an all-time low. Hegemony is at an all-time low. Drug use is through the roof. Crime through the roof. Healthcare all-time low. The country is over. And we're at a point now where some kind of desperate move must be made when you still have chips left. You like in a poker game? You play poker?
Yeah.
Okay, you play poker. You're short stacked.
Yeah.
Everyone else has chips. You have King 10. It's not great, but you're about to get bled out all the time. You got King 10, you got a little bit left. You just go all in. You have to try.
Yeah.
Says the N-word in retaliation to a YouTube comment. Yes, my nigga, I do.
And that's where we are in the UK. The whole thing's a mess. The UK is on a losing path. I'll ask. Name a single metric.
It's that simple, bro.
Really?
The UK has
Honestly.
If you don't like what it says, just be his rival. I might start doing that. Start going to my own live, be like, yeah.
But I did set up
I don't even know about this.
More hate, the better, chat. I love it. I fucking love it. Goku!
So the schools do it.
Get your leg out from in front of my camera, nigga.
Which includes the bank account. We're partnering up with a very well-known company. I won't say.
Chat. Guess what happened today? We got. You know what's crazy? I manipulated those kids to say nigger.
Goku!
Or you're in Nigeria, or you're in England, whatever it is. Yeah.
Gosh, bro, you pissing me off.
Bro. You have to send that USDT in directly.
Go! Lay down.
When I'm listening to some
Sit.
on Twitter, I know we know to the person.
Anyways,
and we speak, but
You know that, right?
He'll protect you.
Kids to say the hit hard on.
So you don't control him what he says. You'll never be him. Random chicks coming in here defending me. That's gotta make you feel some type of way.
Yeah, man. I ain't lying. I'm the ultimate troll.
That's gotta make you feel some type of way, bro.
Of course, because
Woo!
my ideas are complicated and they're like, the whole point of me talking is to make people think. Let's look at something I just said. I said,
You try to troll me?
happened.
You try
The
to
assassination of a tax.
say that you're
Not
better than me?
begging to give people money. Yeah. Now I'll say that, and that'll go on around, and people will just go over their heads. They'll just hear the words and won't think about it. But now if they actually stop
Oh,
and
yeah,
think
Anthony.
about the French Revolution, the
Huh?
Russian Revolution, they'll actually
Four?
think about
Thank you later.
World War I.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was how were the banks involved in this?
Where's your other
Who was
mug?
actually getting rich?
In here?
Okay, I'm using one right here. I got
Like
tea.
anyone with a brain will listen to me and understand why I talk how I talk. Anyone without a brain will sit there and go, "He said he's going to kill the tax man." They're fucking cards.
Is this really the hill you want to die on?
To dumb myself down.
Bro, you were talking a bunch of nonsense, dog.
We all on the same page. One of the unfortunate
I was really thinking about that too. Like, bro,
consequences
it's
of my
like
current legal
summertime. There's some drunk drivers. I need to start being careful.
forced me to lose a lot of faith in humanity. Once again. Because before COVID, I had some faith in humanity. But if you would have told me before COVID what they were going to do to us during COVID, I said, no way. Somewhere
Listen,
in the back room.
you're speaking facts, but you won't elaborate what you mean by me being a psychopath. On top of the fact that that's my roommate, that's not my dad.
Taxes are going to go up. I'll tell you the most easiest and simple example of this that I identified in modern
He
times.
said,
Remember when P. Diddy beat that
your
girl
dad
up
in
in
the
the
back there
hotel?
talking about
And that video was
drunk
everywhere?
driving or some
When
stupid
that video
shit.
came out, I said, Tristan,
How are you,
bro?
how are you speaking
What?
facts?
I said, that video from 10
You
years
don't
ago,
want to.
they were
You don't wanna
sitting
start
on
with
that
me.
video in the Matrix archives for 10
We need
long
him to
years.
get the
It
Kool-Aid.
never saw the light of day.
You don't
One
want to
day,
start with
it's
me.
everywhere. And
I'm the
everyone's like,
last
P. Diddy's a
one
piece of
to
shit.
start
P. Diddy's a piece of
Because I'm
shit. 6 days later, jail.
Straight up.
They prepare your mind for what they want you to accept. Same with me.
Don't start
Andrew
with me.
Tate's a terrible bad person. Andrew Tate's terrible. Why did they all of a sudden start
Just
proving
remember,
I'm such a bad
I'm the
person
only
and I
nigga
get
that-
arrested a
I'm
week
the only
later?
one
So
that's-
that people
I
weren't
get
like, why the
banned
fuck
from
you arresting
shit
this
like
guy? They want everyone to be softened to the idea.
They
That's
won't
what the
ban me.
media does. It softens you to ideas. It doesn't report anything. So the reason I've lost
Just
faith
stop talking.
is because the
That's a pretty
media,
good
think about how
point,
it
huh?
softened us to ideas during COVID.
There's a pretty good point, huh?
They don't just say one day you're locked
Which
in your
is
house because
anything I say?
Pretty good.
They say we might.
You
have
are
to
wrong.
lock you in. We're discussing maybe
He's
locking
really
you up.
old. He's 4 years
If we
older
lock
than
you in
you,
your house,
bro.
it's
What
only
the
going to be for 2 weeks. We're going to have an emergency sit down.
4
with
years
I said
old.
4 years
We're going
older
to discuss
than me.
maybe locking you in your house. And they say
He said
locking
he's
you in your
old.
house
He said you're
every
old.
5 seconds
You're 4
for
years
about
older
3
than
weeks.
Bro, you sound
By the time the
like
idea comes
a
around,
teenager
your
calling
mind's
us
used
old.
to it. They're like, oh yeah,
Come
they
on,
were
bro, that's
talking
some
about
high
this.
school level
This is not a
shit.
shock.
Come on,
It's
bro.
not a surprise. They've been saying they might.
High school level shit. Come on. This is high school.
NHS, like a fucking
High schooler right
retard. Well, the whole thing's while everyone on Downing Street are partying. By the way, you didn't see your grandma die, but they were all fucking drinking on Downing Street, dipshit.
Oh, you want to sip of
And
it?
these same people are saying I'm the fucking problem,
Well,
and this is why my faith in humanity has been destroyed.
Yeah.
Because there's people who sit there and go, Andrew Tate's accused. Didn't you see the BBC liars report that the Romanians said liars that
Loser!
something, and they're
Yeah,
sitting
that's
there
for
going,
you.
oh well, maybe I believe Andrew Tate's bad. You're just fucking
Clown.
born to lose at this point. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, bro.
You're a fucking idiot.
I think what you stand for and what you teach in my mind is
Really
one
is.
thing is critical thinking. It's just thinking, of course, because people don't do
Hulu
watch
are not
your videos.
you,
Watch your videos.
Gaster, Gaster.
You interview Andrew, do you agree with
This
everything he
faggot
says?
in the
I'm like, I
chat.
don't agree with everything. I've said
Gaster?
it for
His
10
name
years.
is
Of course.
Gaster?
You know,
You got like
right?
Gasterina, bro?
Watching something,
Gaster.
think, be a
Gaster,
critical
bro.
thinker. If it's in the media, don't just blindly.
Yeah,
And
gas.
also, when people say things
All
like
he
this about
said
you,
is,
this guy
Now, why are you justifying
after
yourself
watching an
now?
Andrew Tate video, and that was the BBC.
All I
No,
said
we should talk about it.
Man,
We should talk about the number of fucking pedos that work for the BBC.
You don't
We're
wanna
talking
hear
about
that
We're talking about
bullshit.
Hugh Edwards sending his ass to fucking little boys. When the BBC run up to me in Romania, they're like, oh, do you have a comment? I'm like, tell me about Hugh Edwards. You're a fucking nobody.
Yeah,
You're a
You think
fucking
You're
nobody.
a nobody. You don't have a badge. I tell the
Fucking
police to fuck
gaster.
off. You think I want to tell the BBC to fuck off?
Gaster.
You're
Who names
fucking
your fucking
clowns.
YouTube
No one gives a shit
Gaster?
about what you say anymore. Anyone with a brain anyway.
critical thinking, personal
it sounds like
responsibility.
there's a fight in your
Absolutely
house. No,
strong,
there's not.
taking personal
No,
responsibility
it
for your
sounds like-
finances, for your health. Absolutely, that's the majority.
No.
When I see your videos, that's 90% of it. A little bit of trolling, a little bit of rage bait, a little bit of
I guess
fine. Got to keep it interesting. Yeah, you know, but generally speaking, I think that's the message.
But this goes back into what we were saying
Yeah.
earlier.
Move back away from our
This
cords,
is
bro.
why I'm so happy for there to be losers. Because for there to be a winner, there has to be a loser. The reason it's so easy to win in the world today is
That's
because the majority of people are perfectly prepared to lose.
Yeah.
You just described. You have to wake up and you have to give a shit. You have to wake up and go, you know what? I'm responsible for my health, and I'm responsible for my finances, and I'm responsible for my family. And
My
I'm
shit started
responsible for
lagging
the
really
decisions
bad.
I make, and I'm
Now has
responsible
nothing to
for
say.
my
He's a
work ethic,
fucking
and I'm
loser. That's
responsible for
why.
my motivation, and I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
Some people
to be
make me sick to my
monumentally
stomach, and I
wealthy. The reason
genuinely
it is
pray
so
a girl
fucking easy
doesn't
is
get
because most
abused
people
at your
can't do that.
hands while
If
in.
everyone could do that, then to win. So I would hate all the losers fucking winners.
No, the fact that I listen to
Winners
Andrew
win.
Tate
And I still want to win.
thinks I'm gonna abuse girls.
But luckily, God has put us in this version of the simulation where it is so brutally easy to surpass everyone around us. I look at people
No,
and
listen,
say,
bro.
you haven't even fucking tried. It's
Listen.
like a race. And the gun
What
goes
this
off.
tells
I
me
start
is that you
running as
believe
fast as
in
I can.
all the fucking
I turn around,
propaganda
nobody's
and all
even
these
moved.
bullshit
So I'm like, all right,
allegations
well,
that are
John,
put out there.
and I'm
In the
really
past
down.
4
I'm
years, there's
then I
been
start
no
walking. Then I
proof
lay down
or
and have a
evidence
rest. I look at the back of the finish line,
whatsoever.
the start line.
Quit, you
Everyone's
two.
still standing there.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
There's been no
running.
proof or evidence
I'm not
whatsoever,
motivated.
but you still
I'm
believe it.
stressed. I'm depressed.
If you were
Gary
accused of
said the
something and they didn't
government's
find
gonna
proof or
fix
evidence,
it.
you're
Standing
innocent.
around the fucking start line.
Yeah.
And I'm
Why
right
the
there at
fuck do
finish
you
line.
believe that he's
And they're
fucking
telling me
guilty?
like,
Why do you
oh,
believe that he
you're
puts
a
his
bad
hands on
person because
females?
you have
If he
money. I
did,
just gave a fuck
you think
about
God
my
would let
own
him
life.
get away with it?
Like I
No.
just care. How there are people waking up each morning and not giving a shit about their own life.
Yeah.
You're a
Who do
fucking
you
clown,
expect to
bro.
wake up and give a shit if
You're
you
actually
don't?
a clown.
You think Gary or fucking Keir or even you or me, do you think any of us wake up and go, John, I really need to get John a Ferrari. I really need to get John a Ferrari and a hot bitch and a nice big house. Today I'm going to focus on John. No, we don't give a fuck.
It's a bitch.
We'll help you if you're here to help. We're here to be helped.
It's a bitch.
You can.
No, you care about John. No, the point is, if John cares about himself, but if John doesn't care about himself, I don't care about John.
Last interview we did,
There's
we had about
videos-
7 million views on that interview, and you even said,
There's
look,
video
go down
evidence
to
and
my
he went
free
to jail
newsletter.
for it?
Yep.
Do this, do that.
Absolutely.
How many
He
of the
didn't
7
go to-
million people
oh
that
my
watched
God,
the video would have done it?
He didn't go to jail for this.
He went to jail, yes,
Message me, I'll be
for
there,
allegations
put it
that
in
were
the bed
thrown
for a
out in
pound.
court.
Yeah.
And I'll
3
say,
times now.
Oh, but I live in Bedford.
The judge threw it out
Then lose.
because there's
Then
no
lose.
evidence.
My point, you could say to me, Samuel, come meet me in
Are you
Dubai.
fucking
If I wasn't in
stupid
Dubai,
or
it
ignorant?
happens, we're in Dubai at the same
Or
time.
both?
I'll be like, man, I'll come down, I'll fly down, meet me. It's no big deal. You just got to do what you got to
Like,
do.
bro, you're actually slow as
And
hell.
then they expect someone else to give a shit more than they do. And this is the point I was making about John. John, if you don't care about your own life, no one's going to ever care about your own life more than you do. You're just going to perpetually lose and perma-fail.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to do. You're going to perma-fail.
Yeah.
And it's not my job to drag you up from the gutter. Like you said, free newsletter, fantastic. That still exists.
There we go.
CobraTape.com. You can sign up to the newsletter for free. 10% of people
funny.
watching this are going to take
I think he
action
really
and
thinks
sign
he's
up.
less than that.
90% are going to sit there and go, I want to be rich.
There's no
and
evidence.
not even
There's,
bother
if there was
to type
evidence, he'd still be in
8
jail.
keys on a keyboard.
Some people would have watched
What
the
the
first
fuck?
interview and they didn't do it, and now the second interview they're still here.
And they were
It's actually
You know,
mind-blowing
this
how
is another
fucking
thing that's so
stupid
incredible
he
about the
is.
internet. And we'll tie it into your business as well. About the internet and about computers and these things. The dream, the primary objective of financial freedom isn't Lambos and yachts and these things. It's to not have constant anxiety, stress, and worry and complaints about health or having children or your mother needs you or your car breaking down.
Jack.
It's just knowing that all of life's little problems can be fixed because you have money, because you can pay someone else to fix them.
Yeah.
To achieve
You ever
this
watch
dream,
Avatar?
men
Last
in the
Airbender?
1800s
Uncle
would get into wagons
Zaru, whatever
and
his
cross
name is.
the uninhabited terrain
Drink some tea.
or the
Drink some whole day
unexplored terrain of the United States, risk murder or kidnapped by the Native Americans, risk malaria or typhoid,
Now Jester has
and
nothing
they'd
to
spend
say.
6 weeks traveling
This is the
from
most you'll
the
ever
east of
get
America to go all the way
interaction
out
on your
west, and if they
sorry
made it alive,
stream. I hope
they'd
it was
buy
fun,
a
bro.
shovel and
I love
stand
it.
in the
Thank you,
desert
dog.
heat
Thank
all
you for
day
the
long,
extra view.
digging in the sand for little pieces of gold.
Yeah.
The gold rush. People lost their lives
Oh,
for a
man.
chance of financial freedom. And nowadays, you say to someone, you haven't got to
This
do
is
that.
always
You haven't got to
going.
go die in a trench. You don't have to take a 6-week journey across unexplored terrain and risk your life. You haven't got to do that. You know what you have to do? You have to type on a keyboard. You can be rich if you type on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Go to CobraTape.com, sign up for the newsletter, type on a keyboard. There you go. Yeah, later. How the fuck do you help these people?
Yeah.
What can I do? What words can I say?
Yeah.
And then they're going to sit there and go, oh, yeah, the government's going to save me. The government is never going to save a fucking loser like you. You're a fucking loser. You deserve to lose. I don't feel sorry for you at all. Because when I had nothing, I'd do anything it fucking took.
Yeah.
If you told me I had to only type on a keyboard, I would have typed on that keyboard nonstop for fucking 72 hours,
Yeah.
let alone 8 strokes. Most people who are losing deserve to lose.
Yeah, and that's just the first hurdle. They can't do the first hurdle. They can't go down to a program. They can't go on a website.
For a pound.
Yeah.
They can't come to your program for a pound.
Andrew Tate says himself, if you won't spend £1 to come and spend a day with someone
Andrew Tate drinks sparkling water.
for a
I'm
pound
not a big fan.
who's made tens and tens of
I'm not a big
millions
fan
of
of it. I don't
pounds
care for it.
from scratch, then you don't deserve to be rich. So I'm giving you a challenge right now. I am giving a day off of my time, and I'm inviting you to come and spend a full day with me for £1. And if you don't live anywhere near me, because I live in the UK, so I'm going to be doing multiple dates, I'm going to be touring across the UK, you can tune in over Zoom and do the virtual version. So there's absolutely no excuses. I'm going to show you how to make money from scratch, how to invest,
get a donation,
how to protect your assets, and ultimately predict
Gaster,
what's
go
going to
ahead, drop
happen
a
in the
donation.
future, prepare for it, and get cash right now. You need to be making fast cash right now. That's what I'm going to be showing you all day. And guess what? It's not thousands of pounds. It's £1. Just to show you got a ton of it.
Is he gone though, or is he still spectating?
SamuelLeeds.com.
Being envious.
Get your £1 tickets. Link in bio. There is no excuses. Wherever you are in the world, come or tune in virtually. I'll see you there. Back to the video.
How are they going to be able to get a deal? Absolutely. And this is the point. So I've reached the level now, and I don't want to be pessimistic, but you get to a point where you start to realize after a while, you look around you and go, people get what they deserve to some degree. There is some form of
He's probably
cosmic
up. See?
karma.
What a fucking
When I meet
faggot.
the kids and people I went to school with who are the same age as me, from the same terrible background I'm from, and they have these same shit lives. I refuse to believe that their own decisions didn't keep them there.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how
Same
much
town,
natural
in the same
respect I
area,
do get
smoking
from
weed,
females,
with no
regardless
fucking
if I
money.
call
We went
them
to
out
the
on their
same
bullshit or
school. I'm one
not.
of the most known people on the planet.
And I
Hundreds
Females
of
genuinely
millions.
respect
You
me.
have fuck all.
And
You
I
cannot sit here
actually
and tell me that your
respect
own decisions
females more
have no
than he
part to
does.
play in this.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's not that I.
Well, this is what I said to
It's
people
not that I
when
don't
first
respect
interviewed
them.
you. I said,
Right.
I
even
tell
if you
them the
don't
truth
like
about
Tate,
themselves.
guys worth
Right.
millions.
So if they
yeah,
don't
listen,
have self-respect,
hate
I'm gonna
comes
call
from
it out. I respect
hate
them by
comes
telling
from
them the truth.
Yeah, and
But a lot of people just think
I
it's me being a
also,
dick.
like,
I'm not
there's
being a
gonna be
dick. I'm
bunch
being
of people who may
honest.
say, oh, I don't like Tate. That's fine. When you become a cultural phenomenon, when you become the most discussed person in every classroom and all around the world, when you get attacked by the Matrix and thrown in jail, and you're the subject of conversations in Parliament, when you've achieved a fraction of what I've achieved, then you can sit there and start to have an opinion. Because for now, you're an anon account on the internet.
Yeah.
So fuck you.
Yeah.
Like these people don't matter.
No.
And you know what these people would do if they saw me in person? Beg for a photo.
Right.
Because they've done it. I have seen people beg me for a photo, post the photo, and then someone said to me, look at this guy, he posted a photo with you, and look what he said 3 months ago saying you're a bad person.
Yeah.
They don't give it, they'll just fucking type shit.
100%.
They're clowns.
Yeah, 100%.
They're clowns. Hate never comes from above.
Right.
Everyone I meet who's famous and successful, everyone I meet who's doing something with their lives, cool.
Yeah.
There's always just some loser, some bitter idiot in their house.
Where do you get your counsel and your advice and guidance and stuff from? Who do you go to, if you need some help with something?
Well, that's a good question. But I
But
think
no,
that wisdom in general comes from the brutal
bro,
feedback
you're fucking
of
fine.
life. Yeah, I think when we talked about self-accountability, if you have
You're
true,
envious, dog.
actual self-accountability,
That's what it
you
is. You're
don't need
envious
someone
because
to
if you
keep that
genuinely
one part of
disagreed
your
with
psyche
how I
functioning,
am,
Yeah.
you
if that
wouldn't
one
still
part
be
of your
watching my
psyche is
life.
active, then
But
it's like
you're
an
envious.
AI learning machine.
That's why
for
you're
you,
still here.
it's different because you've got to where you got to, right? You're at the top. So people aren't going to be able to relate to a lot of what you're dealing with the media, the press,
Yeah.
it's difficult to really get advice. Whereas when you're starting out,
Yeah.
it's very easy to find someone that's 6-12 months ahead.
That's true.
So where you're at, it's a bit difficult to. That's why I was interested.
That's true, but there is
All
still
right,
going to be
chat,
some
back to the
common
push-ups.
themes. Like, I believe there are some common themes of life that I have identified. Like I said, an AI learning machine. An AI learning machine
Move,
is
Kiki.
a set of parameters, and then you set
Move,
it up to
Kiki.
learn, and then it learns by itself. And this is
I'm
how
not saying it again. Get the fuck
I
on.
sit within the parameters. If you manage to turn on absolute self-accountability and capacity inside of your own mind, you're now going to pay attention to everything around you, and you're going to
Move.
self-learn. And I've self-learned a few basic things which turn out to be true. I would argue across all socioeconomic brackets. And the first one, and perhaps I'm wrong on this, but I seem to identify this.
Still mad quiet. What do you- I ain't got no time or energy, bruh, for you.
Enemies will have mercy on them.
Honestly,
Right.
I don't care what you got to say.
Take that mercy.
You're a faggot.
Like a poor person sits there and goes, "Ah, the government's going to save us," or Trump's going to come and the stock market will go up, or maybe I can get a loan when the interest rates go down. Or someone's going to give me something.
Yeah.
Someone's going to have mercy on me somewhere. My sob story is so unique and so interesting. It's so different to everyone else's. Maybe if I just sit and wait, someone will have mercy on me. Or they'll sit and go, well, my enemy will have mercy on me. The people who are destroying my country are just going to one day stop. They're just going to one day go, we're done with destroying the country. We're going to stop. Let me tell you something from personal experience. Your enemies never.
Don't even argue with this goofy ass nigga. Don't even argue with him. Let him sit here and be envious of me.
I'll be everything.
Simple as that.
Still say, Pastor D gets offered $10 million, he'll still sell me out. This is human nature. The government's still going to lie about me. The papers are still going to lie about me. They're never going to have mercy. So what am I going to do in that position? The only logical extension of that set of circumstance is to fight back with everything I have. That's all I can do, right? Yeah. A lot of people don't find any grit and they don't find any capability to fight against life's trouble.
I'm high maintenance, yeah, I'm high fashion, yeah, I got different fabrics. You know average, yeah, like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. Nigga, I'm high maintenance.
Goku.
I'm high fashion, yeah, I got different fabrics. You know average, yeah, like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. I got Rocky on my feet and number 9 for the denim, 50,000 and I'm pinks. I'm trying to see if they fit in them. Yeah, you can't. I speak my lingo, different diamonds on my linen. You're the sauce, you can't get lost, which I ain't in it, no pretending. I'm back up in my glow, I feel like Chief, so trying to run my way. You probably need a bow. All we got, that's the fam. I'm above a couple grams, put the money in my hand. I show you how to get these bands. I was shopping out of France, sticking to the plan. Yes, I am not industry, I'm in the streets with my mans. I'm too hot, I need a fan. My haters in the trance, say you styling, but you not. But I fit in the trash can. High maintenance, yeah, I'm high fashion, yeah, I got different fabrics. You know average, yeah, like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type.
Had a point to begin with. I'm always right. I'm always right, bro. Just know that.
You know average, yeah, like what you wearing. We popping tags, a different type of sauce, something that you'll never have. I'm rocking new Chanel.
Let me point something out. If somebody is exactly where you're at, you won't hate on them. But if they're doing better, woo! Fucking loser.
The shit that keep me going probably won't work for you. I'm bossing up my life. It's a movie when I move. You high maintenance, yeah.
How much narcissistic can you be? I wouldn't say I'm narcissistic. I have narcissistic traits, but I'm not a complete narcissist. I'm just right and you're wrong. And I'm passionate about it. That's the difference. You good, Kitty? Kitty? Kiki? You good? Come here. Goku, get out of here. Sit. Sit. Yeah, go. Sit. Sit. Goku! Fucking go.
Let her cook. Don't come Friday before you get home. Let her cook. All that stuff. Get it as fast as an hour for the express delivery. Oh, it's already delivered. Oh, welcome to your Walmart.
Alright, go lay down. Go lay down. Dub music, by the way. You're right. I think I've made my point. And this is sad. I've had enough fun. But you're still watching.
with my gang, little nigga, get the fuck out my face. I bought a Glock in the party, I shoot at the ops, they bustin' like B2K. Nigga want smoke, I'm like, okay, we gon' talk, take his ass out in broad day. I'ma go flex on a bitch, go stunt on a bitch, I'm sorry, I'm having my way. You ain't even with my team, you ain't with my gang, little nigga, get the fuck out my face. I bought a Glock in the party.
Hey, thank you, Kenzie.
Ops, they bustin' like B2K. Nigga want smoke, I'm like, okay, we gon' talk, take his ass out in broad day. It's more money I ain't to be made, none of these bitches get saved. I take this drip to my grave, bro. Dash on these bitches, I'm brave. She got my neck like a groovy hoe. Had her before I was paid. These niggas like how they catch the boat. Trying to keep up with my way. I keep the rest on my nightstand. I don't put my trust in no one. I had to go with the right plan. Separate me from the fake ones.
I'm popping off like a handgun. Cops asking questions, we don't say none.
Designer on my fucking body, shawty. Why your boyfriend dressing like a pilgrim? To be honest, I don't feel him. I live what I rap, that's a real life. But shorty got hit with the real pipe. Now she don't want you, it don't feel right. I'm thanking God cause I'm double blessed. I'm in the sky somewhere out of sight. True stone and high air night. Living this high, you gotta pay the price. I'ma go flex on a bitch, go stunt on a bitch. I'm sorry, I'm having my way. You ain't even with my team, you ain't with my gang. Little nigga, get the fuck on my face. I bought a Glock in the party, I shoot at the ops, they dance like B2K. Nigga want smoke, I'm like, okay, we gon' take his ass out in broad day.
Equinox, what's going on, man? What's up, Kenzie? Oh.
I told my partner and then we forever pay. When I hit the bank, it's like I bought an egg. Really wake up like I ain't doing shit today.
I be smoking that shit till my eyes ache.
I still fuck on shawty, know her ass fake. Use the money machine on a bad day. Any one of you niggas get stepped on. When I do it, I make it look easy. All of this money make her wanna eat me. Look at this watch, this ain't no VVs. I got the top on the whip, let them see me. Pull up in bed to bed just like the president. I went to jail, I ain't get no letter sent. Now I wake up and smoke like the residents. Lost a few homies, I ain't been the same. I had a gun before I had a name. Think about blowing his brains. Now I got too much to lose. I bought me a shooter, doing drop-bys in the Uber. I need some money for me to maneuver.
The music always.
Thumbing and through it, thumbing and thumbing it through it. Can't show the left with the right hand doing. You gotta watch how these niggas influence. Jackie Chan, how I'm shooting these movies. Still remember a nigga was losing. I used to stand on the block till the sun down. Mama, she proud of her son now.
That's a good one.
Wake up, no I ain't wake up. Honestly, I've been grinding, trying to get my cake up. Can't take no pay cuts. We done showed them they can't tame us. They couldn't break us. Stay down, fuck being famous. Try and get that cake up. I walk in and married dinner, mix with Mark Jacobs. You try to walk a mile.
Hey, yo, G.
Hey, did it again. Hey.
Taj money.
Live a fast life, now we all let's make it close. Pull up in that Rari, we gon' skirt off, leave it smoke.
Do this for my haters, cause them niggas do the most. She told me that she love me, bitch, you know I am the GOAT.
If I pour up in my cup, no, it isn't full. He say he riding, but he telling on the low. He say he gang, but that.
This is a good one too, chat.
Base one got them bands on. The what don't got no keys, I press the start and hit the gas and go. She just wanna fuck with me, I hit the ass, she drop it low. Drop it back, I spin the feet, the ops, they really wanna know. Is he really cashing out or is that young nigga broke? You fuck with me, you can't get robbed, you can't get pulled. I just walked inside the club and I was dancing with my pole. I don't really trust nobody, I can never trust a soul. I walk in, I'm popping tags.
I'm drinking Kool-Aid. How I've been pretty good. What about you, Equinox?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, she calling. These niggas, they broke, walking, they stalling. I got the bag, I spend it, I ball it, yeah. Niggas know that I'm all in. Walking, I'm spinning the bag. The shawty, she know I'm glad.
I was making this broke in the mag. What's this one?
Why get to it? Damn, I'm still taking chances, shit get real. Some days feel like I'ma crash, how I ask God to take the wheel. Let's get rich for being famous when they ask me how that feel. You won't know if you can make it unless you climb over that hill. It's up, nigga, come try your luck. Big body, Tonka trucks, slide through, shake them, bust them up. Don't got no time for luck, show no love, they breaking trust. It's just enough for us, it's only one of us. Ooh, hey, I'm with my brothers, I can't see no evil.
It is good.
You got my back, I got your back, so we don't need these people. I got my gun, you got your gun. They do not know about travel for pesos. I'ma run my money up. I skirt off in the Range Road. Gotta keep my enemies close. I don't know what they hating for. Though they wanna cross me. Talking down when you lost me. In the cold, I got frostbite. Trying to warm up the whole team. I don't care what these people say. I'ma get to that ending. I'ma run that money up. Gotta get to the Benji. Nigga like 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta watch that dough. If the ops come looking for me, I'ma let it thing go. I was not bad, I ain't have no help. I had nowhere to go, but I got up and I found a way, and that's on my bro. And that money telling out me, nigga. What the fuck do you mean? I was getting straight to that dream, nigga. I'm talking that shit. If I was down bad, I grab peas, nigga. You can feel that breeze. That's that good gas in the air, nigga. Inhale to get breathe. But watch who you keep close and watch out for that smoke. I don't talk about it, I'll be about it, cause they know I'm a go.
Alright, see ya. Have a good night.
100 bands in the safe, now I got expensive taste. My Mary jeans fill them up with notch. I've been on my grind every day, don't believe in taking breaks. I ain't stopping till we chillin' at the top. Swerving on the E-way, don't care if I crash in this coupe. Shit I'm thinking about too real, might lose my mind in this coupe. Can't relapse off these drugs, man, R.I.P. the juice. Was tweaking off them perks, I popped my last one with you. One type with my day ones, ain't trying to find no recruits. Was playing give and take on that front line with my troops. They like, who wants smoke? We got plenty guns. Keep two of the savages on S and they don't get it done. And them hollow tips.
Yo, Chad. I ain't heard this in a minute. Yeah, I'm living it up. This time, living it up.
Yeah, and I living enough. This blunt, I'm taking a puff. I'm starting to feel like it's us. No trust, so do as you must. For real, don't know when I stay out of town. I get dough when I stay out of town.
Yo, that song is. I love this song. This shit good. Little bitch called me a thought because I love to flirt.
Yeah.
Alright, fucked her friend too, now I'm two-turned. Little bitch called me a thought, cause I love to flirt.
Bitch, you
You can get inside if you don't let it work.
Was in her pussy 9 to 5, yeah, I let her work. Why?
Bitch fucked on the first night, yeah, I started with a kid. Call me Yale nasty nigga, I fucked on both legs.
Hit the weed a couple times, I been slow since. Damn.
Shit talking, I do often.
Fuck nigga run up on me and I left me walking. Bullshit in my lungs, yeah, got me coughing. Yeah, I'm chasing at the green, but the blue's calling. Certified trigger, bitch. Damn. Alright, certified trigger, bitch. I never change. Yeah, walk up in this bitch.
That's
Niggas know
before my name.
I'm already turned, nigga.
Alright, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. It might be live later. I don't know. Turnt nigga. That's me. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck that beat.